Let's get this going. This is going to be September. What week is this? Week 3, I think, right? Let's check. I think we're week 3. 1, 2. Well, yeah, whatever. Technically, ignoring that, yeah, we're pretty much September 1st week. So let's just kind of go over what we've seen today, what we're looking for, what we're expecting. So there was a buy point today if someone wanted to add on a small amount. I'm not really a huge fan of it just because of the price action that has happened before we've hit this area. So let's just kind of get into it. I just wanted to throw that out there. That'll kind of show the. We'll see what I'm talking about essentially. So we'll go over the main thing as always. It'll only take 2 seconds. I know a lot of people, a lot of same people will watch this. So right, what we want to see is for a short, we want to see a weak start under here for the Nasdaq, and we want to see a weak start above here for the SPY. I'm not going to go over this again. Obviously, we've seen this so many times. So this is for a hard short or for a relatively hard long, and then the hardest long is really coming. Whoops, is really when. Man, this stuff is so old. Okay, let me go to this side because some of these are just. Let me see. Let me see. Oh well, geez, whatever. I don't know why some of these lines. Let me just get rid of them because I don't feel like adjusting them. They're from months ago. Anyway, so right, we're talking about currently. We're talking about in the range of a week starting above 35,000. Let's just say 600. That's where it currently is, assuming it just shot up. Anyway, let's get back to it. So the currently what we saw a buy point today. If someone really wanted to, we saw one with Apple, which we like to use a lot, or which I like to use a lot, and then we saw one with the Nasdaq. This may not hold. We have the rest of the week. Today is only Tuesday. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of course, and we have the Fed stuff tomorrow. So while this was a buy point, I think yes, it's a buy point, but it only if you're relatively adding a small position onto it. I'm not a big fan of it. So we can really just see. I mean, it's not rocket science or anything. So right, we can see the buy point right here. All right, we can just zoom all the way in. Right, right. So I mean, we can see the buy point. It comes right down to it. What was our low for the day? So it's at 15,069.43. We came to 59,000 or 59,000, 15,069.43. Today it came down to 15,069.41, right? So not rocket science. Okay, we can all see that. It's pretty obvious. I just wanted to kind of point that out. So yeah, we can see a buy point, but we're not reversing up. So one of the things that makes this so strong is because I mean, not always a reversal, but either a continuation from underneath or a reversal. It could be the same way here. That's why I'm bearish about this also, or not bearish. That's why I guess I could say bearish if we do start under, right? Because it's reversing from top to bottom. So we can just kind of pretty clearly see this is a really nice bounce spot, this and this. But if we see here, this area is fairly weak. So I just don't completely trust the bounce here. I'm not surprised. If I really wanted to, I could have bought here and on like a call or something, and maybe made a little bit of money. It just seems kind of like a waste of time. You're not necessarily assured that it's going to push up, and everything could just come back down tomorrow. It's definitely possible. Everything here is just sketchy. This is really sketchy. These two candles here. This is sketchy where this is, and this is also sketchy. The tops and the wicks here. So there's a lot of sketchiness about it. So long story short, not surprised we had a little bit of a bounce. I don't know if this is going to materialize or really maintain. We could also see something if we look at Apple. Not so much for the week time frame. What we're still looking for is the is relatively the Nasdaq to be where it is. We'll just kind of go back and just show this real quick. So what I want to see for like something bullish possibly next week, I'd really still like to see the SPY just start honestly like 11 points up. That's all I'm asking, or like 10.5 dollars up or whatever. That's all I'd like to see, not points, dollars up. That'd be nice. But if we can stay in this relative area and then next week start something here, I think this is pretty good. I don't think we're going to push up like that. I think it's more likely, yeah, we can like sit in this relative area and then push up the week after. That's what I'd probably expect, but I'd like to see something start also above here. I'm not incredibly huge fan of it, but then I'd also like to see Apple. And would be an Apple play. I'd like to see Apple just start right here. I don't want to see Apple shoot all the way up here this week. I don't want to see it shoot anywhere above here. I just want it to stay in this range, right? And then we can come back in, right? Up, reverse under, boom, reverse back in, and then we can take our position. And for not like a huge thing, but like the expectation, I think I talked about this on the stream. We were talking about I'd probably get like a call like 182.50, because that's just the intervals for the options on them. But get a call at 182.50 with the expectation that it would come up somewhere in this area and just offload probably 60-70% of the calls here and just let it ride and see what happens. Yeah, so that's essentially what I'm looking at right there. overall, I think things are still bearish. We'll see what happens with what the Fed says. I think they'd say something tomorrow, so we'll kind of see what happens with that. Bitcoin's holding on, which is pretty nice. This will look pretty nice uh, tomorrow, but we'll see. Like none of this necessarily has to hold from its own TA. This looks pretty decent. This, we have a higher low here. So, I mean, this looks like a really good area, regardless of anything. I mean, if I wasn't using a 200 smooth, I could even put this pretty much like right there. I think this would also be fine. So we could see this maybe come back down, push up a little bit, but I don't really care too much about Bitcoin. It could shoot up. I mean, it definitely could. I wouldn't short it here, no, for any reason, but if I wouldn't buy it also, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, we saw even here, right? The market kind of controls this. So this is this is pretty high up, but regardless, even though this pushes high up, we'll do this and we'll go here. This looks incredibly strong. This looks incredibly strong. Now, it's not like something we see over here that pushes us up, but this is still an incredibly strong sign. Very strong, very strong. But it just depends on the market, right? And remember that August 28th date, boom, into the 29th, right? The week of August 28th, Monday, boom, boom, right? Just to kind of check back. August 28th, that's when we reverse back up here. So I'm still looking for the market for direction there. Whether we go up or not, we'll still be seeing. Like I said in the beginning, I'm still just looking for the Nasdaq fall under that SPY to get above. I already said what the areas are, so I'm not going to say them again. The easiest way is just to get the hulls, right? Double hull moving average, just add it up here, go here, boom. Longer period 500, shorter period 375. Style red's 500. This one is orange. Bing, bam, boom. There you go. Boom. You have the same exact thing I do. Good job. And then you could just do it that way, right? And then you don't really have to look at these. Personally, everybody can do what they want. But this is one of the easiest ways. I think you can also copy, go to one of the streams. I think I also have my layout copied. So, or in a place that you can copy it as long as you use the browser. So we'll kind of see with some of the other stuff. I mean, that's the gist of it, really. I still think that this is strong. Um, I still think the dollar's strong. Yeah, it could turn around. I wouldn't be incredibly surprised if the dollar turns around if we see. Well, we'll see what happens with the Fed. But I'll put it this way, because I could say I wouldn't be surprised either way. I mean, right? You can just be a politician with it. I still think we're going up. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know really what we're expecting. I don't think they're going to do rate cuts, and I don't think they're going to say they're going to cut rates until maybe in the next year. The Ukraine stuff still going on and all that, so I don't really see. And then gas is getting more expensive too, so right, isn't that going to affect inflation? I think in New York, I think it's around $4 again. So it's like 50 cents more. If you're looking for 350, what's 50-cent increase? It's like seven. I don't know what seven is. What's six? I don't know. It's like 13, 14% like increase in a couple months. That's quite a bit. So, that's something that could weigh into, the CPI and the Fed's decision to keep rates where they are or whatnot. I don't really know. We'll see. So many things seem fudged nowadays with the labor reports and all this other crap. Who knows? So I think it's just a clown show. That's why I think it's easier to just avoid that stuff and look for the obvious signals. Whether we shoot up or tomorrow or not, if we do, or shoot down because of what the Fed says, I don't think it's worth. Is it really worth trading that stuff? You might as well just go to a casino and do some slots, I think, or just go play roulette. And go red black, red black, red black, or black 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 black. I think that you're just better off doing that, or you're just as good off doing that. So let's kind of get into see if we can see some other stuff that might be of use. I mean, this is pretty much it. We're not going to see anything, in my opinion, from the VIX. I just don't believe we are. I don't care about any of these. Don't care. I think that's really, I think that's really it. I don't. I mean, for me, there's a couple other things I could point at and be like, oh, this looks interesting or that looks interesting. I don't really think it matters, really, what I've said already in the first 7 minutes, 8 minutes. That's the only thing I think that, in my opinion, that really matters. I mean, I don't care about these cryptos. So let's just skip these. Oh, I can do this. Oh my gosh, I can do that. Wow, I don't know if this is new. Wow. I didn't want to get rid of these, but like, wow, half the time I don't care. So I don't, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Maybe that's a new function or feature that they put in recently. Um, yeah, I mean, I can go to some of these other ones. Doesn't matter. Like same thing, Tesla. Don't care until we're in this range. So there's a lot of things I just don't care until we're in a different range. So, and like I said before, I'm not surprised that we pushed up. I expected that we would push up, but this could just push right back down tomorrow. Just because it hit once doesn't right. Just because it does it once doesn't mean it's just gonna go. And that's how I really feel about it. The price action around it just doesn't seem to justify um, a reason to buy more than like maybe a end of the week call and then sell it at the end of the day. Personally, that's just how I feel about it. I guess we go gold because everyone likes gold. Very nice. I did not look at this. This is very nice. Oh, it's because I have two golds. I forgot. So there's a gold here. I forgot. There's a left and there's a right gold. Wait, what? Yeah. What? Maybe not. Huh? Right? No, maybe not. Okay. For some reason, I thought I had two. I thought I used to have two. Okay. So they. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. I was like, we have two. There's definitely two. So do I not have a 2618? It's not like a huge deal. I just want to see. Yeah, 2618. Okay, so we do have two separate ones. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, because I usually look at the one on the left. That's what I was doing most of the time until I had my paid thing. I got to go back to it again. I got the coins for it, so I think I have to re-up it soon. Let's get out of that. But this is pretty nice. I haven't looked at this one in a while. That's why it was kind of interesting to see that. But gold, I think it's the same thing. Just be cautious. I really think the safest way to play gold. There's a couple ways you could play gold. I guess you could play gold with the market, assuming the dollar is going to drop. So we could wait for the SPY to start a week above four. I think right now it's 453. It's probably going to be around 454 next week. It might be like 453.5, but 454 is just the easiest way to put it. So that could be a potential one. I think the Dow is still the biggest. So long story short, let's put this here. It's relatively the same on both of them. So we'll switch the Dow over here, put this on the left side, and then we'll go here. Oh, so it's gonna come back up. Let's just do this. But anyway, so really the big one for me is that if we're going to assume that stocks will shoot up and then it's going to push the dollar down for me, and that's going to be like the big reasoning why the dollar shoots down, then to me the safest place is the Dow up here, and most likely we'll see gold up here at some point also as well. That's what I would like to see. I mean, if we look at this also, we could see some similarities to what I'm talking about. We see how how the Dow Jones is trying to break out here, and we just can't start a week above. And then we'll look over here at the same respective time. What's gold trying to do? It's trying to break out. It can't break above. Dow pushes down. Gold pushes down. Dow pushes up. Gold pushes up. Does whatever it does. I don't think too much about what happened in these last couple of weeks because there hasn't been a straight buy or sell. So it's just all crazy people buying and selling. I don't know why anybody would buy or sell, to be honest, in the last couple of weeks, but it is what it is. So I think this kind of confirms what I was saying anyway. So I think it's pretty safe to just play the dollars. We're right into this area. We could just look at the Dow. But I mean, if you don't, all you have to do is have the hulls. Like it's not really that difficult, right? You don't. I mean, nothing that I have here right now is like nothing I have up here right now. It needs a premium subscription. So like the Smooth 200 and the double hole, you don't need a premium subscription or pro or whatever the hell they call it now. You don't need any of that stuff. You can do this with a free account. You can use these two and do everything I do with a free account. So I think we can just move this. I mean, there's not really any point, but it's just saying this is a range. So. And I think that kind of covers it. I don't care about silver and the other ones. I don't really find too much importance. I don't want to go on too much. I think we've covered most of it, and that's kind of what I see for the rest of the week. So it's the same thing. I still think it's a defensive play overall. Just kind of sit back and wait. Both sides can win here, like very easily. I mean, we pushed all the way down today, so all we have to do is hold in this area and start under, and it's going to look pretty bad. We still got the Fed stuff. We got a lot going on. Maybe it just shoots up. I don't really care. I guess if someone trades for a living and you don't have enough money to, I don't know. It just depends. Like depends what the situation is, but it depends what you want to do with your risk management. So it's all risk management. It's all risk management. If someone doesn't have to make money, I mean, it's just kind of dangerous to be honest. Like if you're in a position where you have to make money and you feel like you have to trade, then maybe you shouldn't be trading, right? You should be doing something else in the meantime, or try to be more of a momentum long-term trader. But yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. I don't want to go on too much. So I hope this is pretty helpful. We'll put this out. Sadly, there's not too much that's really gone on. But I hope you guys are doing well anyway. And more importantly, I hope you guys are healthy, right? Who wants to hit a big trade and then have a heart attack or something, or, or this or that, or find out you have diabetes. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. Hope you guys are healthy. Hope you're trying to be as happy as possible. Um, and all that. So that's what I'm doing. It's my mission, and I feel pretty good every day. And even when I don't feel that good, I still have the energy and the fortitude to push through the day, which is really nice. So I think right now I'm healthier than I've ever been, which is I definitely think is saying something considering I've smoked or drank for like the last I don't know 11, 12 years something. So drug free and feeling good. So I hope you guys are feeling good too, and take care. Peace. I'll see you guys tomorrow maybe. So gotta end on a positive note. Peace.